Here's Ann Kershaw, founder, attorney, and consultant at Reasonable Discovery. Ann will be discussing her recent LinkedIn article about the significance to in-house counsel of the functionality now available in enterprise versions of Microsoft Office 365. As she explains, with its search, legal hold, and analytics capabilities, Office 365 could be a real game changer for corporations in the areas of information governance, internal investigations, and e-discovery.
Good morning. I'd like to give you an overview of an article I just published on LinkedIn Pulse. It's about a series of 9 videos on Enterprise Office 365. The videos are presented by Tom O'Connor of Gulf Coast Legal and Rocky Messing, a program manager at Microsoft. And I've included in the article links to the videos so you can easily get to the ones that you'd like to view. One question that comes to mind is, why spend time on Office 365? We all know Word, Excel, and Outlook. Well, the short answer is that for in-house counsel in particular, but also for attorneys and consultants involved in e-discovery, the enterprise version of Office 365 presents significant opportunities for streamlining e-discovery, decreasing costs, and reducing risks. Microsoft has been investing in enterprise search, legal hold, and e-discovery tools for years, beginning with their purchase many years ago of the FAST indexing technology, and more recently, their purchase of the Equivio e-discovery technology. Now, this is not intended to be an advertisement for Microsoft. I, in my consultancy, am agnostic about the tools that we use for information governance and e-discovery. And I've seen a lot. I've seen a lot of the outcomes of search engines and processing. And I've got to say that what is happening in Enterprise Office 365 is impressive. And I think that people should know about it. And that's why I'm doing this video. And I wrote the article to spread the word so that people see that many of the things they might need to do for e-discovery and information governance are already in the tools they have right on their doorstep. But I'd like to say one point about the impact of this new model before I start summarizing the videos. We're all familiar with the electronic discovery reference model, the EDRM. And we know that in this process, data needed to be moved to new servers, sometimes new vendors. And at each point of movement in the process represented a billing event and a risk or potential risk event. And what we have now with Enterprise Office 365 is everything is happening in place. And if you like Latin, you could say in situ, meaning that all of the processes, the engines, Microsoft brings everything that needs to be done to the data, where it is in the system. And this is particularly important with respect to collection and legal hold. Because when you've identified documents for legal hold or collection, the system locks it down, taking the people out of the equation. People who created the document or the email can't delete it. No one can delete it. And of course, because it's in a database, there's great tracking and other opportunities to be able to show your chain of custody and that your defensibility in getting it right. Now, with respect to the videos, the first video is an overview of e-discovery and how Office 365 Enterprise provides both the data storage and the computing power needed to create the indices for the analytics. As I mentioned, this is a very big piece of this, that there in the system already, Microsoft is giving you that elastic environment to do what you need to do and you have as much as you need, it's right there. The second video covers the information governance piece and shows how users can tag documents and emails for specific reasons, or how the organization can institute information governance across the organization. The third video, and each of these videos is about 20, 25 minutes long, except for the last one. The third video covers legal holds, which can be issued within the system. And it includes notification and tracking, everything that you would expect. As I mentioned, the great part is that the system then locks it down. So if people leave, people forget, it doesn't matter, the system's got it covered. The fourth video covers the collection and processing piece of the e-discovery process. And as I mentioned, collection is a different concept in the system because the data is not moved out, it is marked for collection. And once that happens, a deeper indexing process is automatically kicked off to make sure that everything and anything that is capable of being indexed is in fact indexed, so that all of the then searching and analytics that's going to proceed next is across all of the documents, obviously. The fifth and sixth videos cover the searching part of the process. They point out how you can take documents from outside Office 365 and add them to your collection, and they'll be indexed and put in the collection and searched along with the rest of the documents. You can also identify potentially privileged documents, and of course there's redaction capabilities and tagging and all of the things that you would expect to see in a robust e-discovery tool. The seventh video is about the analytics. It's, again, very impressive: email threading, duping, deduping, near duping, theme clustering, predictive coding. I believe that that's available in the Enterprise E7 version of the license. The eighth video is about the export capabilities. Of course, you can make an export, a load file for ingestion into any other e-discovery system, whether it be Relativity, iPro, Concordance, Ringtail, you name it, it's a load file. You can also, of course, export just natives or singly download documents individually. The export probably necessary for large cases that may involve a classic document review or teams of people to do document analytics in terms of preparing for depositions and things. But for small and mid-sized cases, you can probably do everything that needs to be done within the system. And the ninth video, of course, is a summary. And in my article that is on the LinkedIn Pulse, I go into more detail about each of the contents of each of these videos. This is just a very high-level overview, and really just want to send the message to in-house counsel and lawyers and consultants involved in e-discovery that if they have clients using Enterprise Office 365, it'd be a good idea to take a good look at what's in there and to learn how to use it, because, as I mentioned, it's there, it's already probably paid for. If it's not, it probably doesn't cost that much to upgrade the license and use the features. These tools have the potential to significantly reduce costs and reduce risk in terms of mistakes and also data security. So I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope you enjoy my article. I'd love your feedback, and I'd love any suggestions for future topics for future articles and videos. Thank you.
If you have comments or questions for Anne, you can contact her at ann@reasonablediscovery.com. Also, please follow Reasonable Discovery on this YouTube channel and on LinkedIn to be notified of Anne's future videos and articles.